What's the funniest way you've gotten revenge on a teacher? Our physics teacher, Mr. Daniels, was obsessed with showing your work. Every formula and calculation had to be meticulously documented, or you'd face his infamous red pen of doom. He was brilliant, former NASA engineer with a PhD, but utterly incapable of understanding that sometimes people could solve problems in their heads. Tyler, our class genius, once solved a complex momentum problem with a shortcut method he'd learned from his engineer mom. The answer was perfect, but Mr. Daniels slashed a bright red 42 or 100 across his paper. But the answer is right, Tyler protested. Mr. Daniels adjusted his glasses and sighed like he was explaining physics to a toddler. Mr. Evans, I cannot evaluate your understanding if I cannot see your process. The journey matters more than the destination. The next week, I lost 15 points on my lab report because I didn't explicitly write that I'd turned on the digital scale before weighing materials. How can I know you followed proper procedure? He scribbled in the margins. The breaking point came during our midterm review. I'd gotten a D+, despite having 90% correct answers. When I approached his desk after class, he barely looked up from his crossword puzzle. Mr. Daniels, I understood the material. I just didn't write every single step. He tapped his red pen on my paper. Science is documentation, Collins. Without rigorous proof of your methodology, your results are meaningless. That night, while angrily highlighting my textbook, a deliciously petty idea formed. I created a group chat called Operation Overexplain and added everyone from our physics class. By morning, all 24 students were on board. Monday's class started normally until Emma raised her hand to answer a simple velocity question. Well, she began innocently. First, I picked up my pencil. It's a mechanical pentel with 0.7mm lead. Then, I positioned it approximately 0.5 centimeters from the top margin of my college-ruled notebook. Mr. Daniels looked confused, but nodded encouragingly as Emma proceeded to fill the entire whiteboard with calculations, including explanations of how she added 5 plus 7 by counting on her fingers to ensure accuracy, and drawing stick figures to illustrate motion. And after confirming my calculator was in radian mode by pressing the mode button exactly once with my right index finger, I determined the velocity to be 42 meters per second. Mr. Daniels blinked rapidly. That's very thorough, Emma. By Wednesday, our homework assignments had evolved into manifestos. My 2-problem assignment spanned 9 pages, complete with a table of contents. Jason included diagrams of how he positioned his calculator at precisely 37 degrees relative to the desk edge to optimize viewing angle as recommended by ergonomic studies. Citation, my sore neck. Morgan submitted her lab report with photos documenting each step, including a timestamp series showing how she picked up the beaker using a tripod grip with thumb and first 2 fingers to ensure stability during transfer operations. Thursday's quiz was our masterpiece. 24 students silently filled booklet after booklet with microscopic writing. I included a flowchart showing my decision-making process for picking which pencil to use, and a diagram illustrating how I gripped it with 1.2 newtons of approximate force to minimize writer's fatigue while maintaining legibility. When the bell rang, Mr. Daniels stared at the mountain of paper on his desk with dawning horror. Friday morning, he entered the classroom looking like he hadn't slept. Dark circles framed his bloodshot eyes, and his usually immaculate lab coat was rumpled. I've reviewed some of your submissions, he said hoarsely. While I appreciate thoroughness, I need to clarify my expectations. We all stared back innocently. Moving forward, he continued, I only require documentation of the relevant physics principles and mathematical steps. Details like how you hold your pencil or turn on your calculator are, he swallowed hard, unnecessary.